Once again, CBS Television invites you to join us as a series of strange and mysterious objects collected from the four corners of the earth, spanning thousands of years in the civilizations of man, are brought before a group of outstanding scientists for identification. Our scientists are highly specialized in their various fields. Working from their intricate and detailed knowledge, they will attempt to tell us what in the world each object is.
One Tuesday night in April 1950, the first program of What in the World went on the air. Produced by University Museum in Philadelphia, the program was the brainchild of the museum's young and charismatic new director, Philagrafika. Seeing the potential of the new medium of television, Rainey conceived a TV program that would bring the venerable collection of the University Museum to people's homes and also bring the museum to the modern era. Rainey, who was director for almost 30 years, introduced a forward-looking vision that embraced new technologies and new audiences through a populist philosophy. As he himself wrote, "I have never been a dedicated scholar and dislike the label intellectual." He was part of the first post-war generation of museum directors who saw the civic role of the American Museum as one of education. He also was of the generation of John F. Kennedy, who saw the emergence of the phenomenon of television in his youth and understood its language. The format was of a loose game show. Game shows have been around in TV since 1938. But Rainey added the unprecedented idea of the visual examination museum objects. Moderated by Rainey, a panel of experts would be presented with a mysterious artifact and be challenged to determine their origin and characteristics of the culture that created it. An offstage voice, which would talk to the public without being heard by the panelists, would introduce each one of the objects on the screen. Rainey and the producers thought it would be a good idea to add mysterious exotic flute music in the background while the object emerged on the screen through a curtain of smoke. It was dry ice coming out of an improvised tub in the back of the studio. The panelists included curators of the museum, along with celebrities and artists, such as the artist Jacques Lipschitz and the actor Vincent Price. The viewer then participated in a kind of complicit role, delighting in how the experts would usually fail to pinpoint the exact period or culture in which the object belonged. The program was an immediate success. The year after its launch, What in the World won the Peabody Award, at the time the most coveted prize in television, for being a program that offered a superb blending of the academic and the entertaining. Within a short period, the program was broadcast to 89 stations in the CBS television network. Rainey received lots of fan mail. Remarkably, he appeared to answer personally to every and each one of those letters. "We are happy to know that you enjoy the program as much as we have fun making it," he would write. During the first 2 decades in which Rainey was director, What in the World continued being popular, going on and off the air for almost just as long. Eventually, though, the basic production values of the program could not compete with the big-budgeted series, and this eventually brought the series to a close. But Rainey and the museum continued being remembered for that program, and every now and then, as part of a benefit or special event, the museum would convene What in the World revivals as late as 1975. What in the World remains an example of how, inside and outside of museums, objects contain stories about themselves and the people who created them. This series of short programs takes a different approach, choosing a few objects from the University Museum's collection to tell the story of those individuals who brought them to prominence in the first place. By learning about the unique lives and interests of this remarkable people, explorers, collectors, curators, and visionaries, we can get a sense of how the collection of one of the great museums of archaeology came together.